number one, my number one priority, my number one best friend, number one weekday plan to look forward to. School was my first love. I was so fixated on the aspect of learning, nothing could get in my way. I would lay out an outfit on that one wheelie desk chair before I went to sleep, carefully picking out the pinkest of pink shirts and the bluest of blue shorts. I would fold my clothes so neatly to ensure that they wouldn't wrinkle the next day. My white and pink light-up Skechers nearby, patiently waiting to be stepped into. I made a point to impress school. I finished my homework on time, perfecting the skills of multiplication and division. Numbers were no match for my mathematician mind. Distractions were nowhere to be seen. Focus was all I knew. School meant safe. At that time, what was there to be afraid of? I was fearless. We all used to be fearless. I was scrolling through Twitter a few weeks ago, and I came across a tweet that I will never forget. A mother described how her daughter in elementary school refused to wear her pink and white light-up Skechers in fear that she might be seen by a school shooter. I was astonished. I still am astonished. It brought tears to my eyes when thinking about how a little girl can't even wear her favorite pair of shoes to school because she's fearing her own life. It brought tears to my eyes when I realized how whenever I go, I naturally look for the quickest exit out. It brought tears to my eyes when thinking about how we must fight for our school's safety when it should be a God-given right. It brought tears to my eyes when thinking about how many mothers and fathers lost their children, and for some of them that was their only child. There are brothers who have lost sisters and sisters who have lost brothers. A wise friend once told me, hurt people hurt people. That's not a repetitive phrase. Think about it. Hurt people hurt people. And in these past years, I've seen too many hurt people hurt people. I've seen too many articles, too many headlines, too many people saying that wasn't supposed to happen here, and I wonder where they thought it was supposed to happen. I'm sick. I am sick to my stomach. On Valentine's Day, the day of love, I am watching video after video of high school students walking over dead bodies, video after video of gunshots fired at innocent teens, video after video of screaming and crying, video after video after video after video. Where do we draw the line? Columbine, Sandy Hook, Virginia Tech, Los Angeles Elementary, Chardon, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. Our society is a broken record in the phase of repetition. School is no longer a place for learning. It is a war zone in the making. We shouldn't be afraid to go to school. This is happening every single day. We shouldn't have to walk into a classroom and immediately designate where the quickest exit is. We shouldn't have to have Alice training just in case our school would also be a victim of school shootings. We shouldn't have to ruminate on the fact that we could be next. There were 17 futures gone, 17 families grieving, 17 empty desks, 17 innocent people killed by one man. Could you imagine waking up on Valentine's Day, going to school, and having your life taken? Could you imagine being a student survivor and going to class the next week, walking into the room where your friend was shot and seeing an empty desk where they would have sat? Could you imagine continuing to look up and noticing that you have a new teacher because they were shot too? Could you imagine going to practice the same day and your coach not being there because he sacrificed his life to save everyone else around him? 300 rounds fired in 4 minutes. You can't buy alcohol until you're 21, but you can buy an AR-15 as early as 18. One drink won't kill a person, but one gunshot will. Gun control bomb. And we take off all our shoes at the airport. But 50 mass school shootings since Columbine! 141 people! Students, teachers, coaches, 5-year-olds dead, and there has been no shift in gun regulation. My school dress code is stricter than gun laws. We start to point fingers at people. We shame and blame everyone but ourselves. But when we point a finger, there are 3 fingers pointed back at us. Change must start with us. Fear has no place in our schools. We deserve the right to feel safe. Enough is a fucking enough. Thoughts and prayers don't save lives, action does. We cannot accept the things we cannot change. We must change the things we cannot accept. I'm not saying that I have all the answers, but I am saying that we can make a difference. We stand with the students of Parkland. We stand with the students of Virginia Tech. We stand with the students of Sandy Hook. We stand with the students of Columbine. We stand with the students of Chardon because we are stronger together. Our voice matters. Speak up for what you believe in. Protest for those who no longer can. Use your anger and disgust to make the change you want to see in the world. Not one more life should be taken by a bullet. Not one more family should have to grieve. Not one more school should suffer. We are students. We are victims. We are change, and change will start now. Thank you.